like last map, so why not do it again? And I mean, it'll be welcoming as well as far as advantage when they do switch over to the defense. But it's Kooky Koalas to start defending the plant sites, and I look at. I mean, they're right now they're spreading things out the way they're doing it. They are putting that killjoy pretty standard over onto B side. I do like it. I do like her here. When you have the alarm bot playing at middle, your turret as well, locking in any entries. So I'm liking this so far.
Yeah, not much to say otherwise. Quick farm on the orb. First round doing that. And wait a second, they're just popping up through here, Nikki. You're going to have to keep on the mic here.
Oh
Looks
my
like a push
goodness.
is immediately happening.
That is so much action, so fast already, as utilities flying out from both sides. It's Harmon that finds the opening kill, but Mina gets the trade. Cairo picks himself one up again. Koalas, they're down to 3 as that spike is going to go down.
Quick post-plant ookers, looking to play at their own pace from now on here. Important things to note here is that Cairo is in a really strong position over towards long. At least good for 1 here. I don't see him getting any less.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way that they're spreading out. You have one player from ookers pretty much holding every key spot here. Mochila gets traded out. That's a gravity well as well, trying to push. And Harmon with a triple kill. They're going to have to deal with Cairo on the backside here. Sev trying to swing, and she grabs that kill. Cairo picks himself one up. That is... Patience is the play for sure. Like you said, Cairo is such a good spot for him. Triple kill. Round swings to ookers for the first.
That was exactly what I was hoping to see out of Cairo, really. Mans knows how to make some impact plays here. Again, that spot from Malogs, he went completely uncontested. They pathed around him for the most part. Then this jump peek into trying to bait Harmon out because he knew that he needed to actually take a fight there. Round was probably lost anyway. Absolutely, I mean, that is textbook of how you should be playing those situations. Great first round for ookers to find. And, well, I mean, at this point, it's going to be basically what you'd expect. Pistols v SMGs. Who wins?
What?
Okay, wrong answer. I had the wrong answer. It's the pistols for 2. What in the world?
That was a double swing. Both of them finding the heads of the Team ookers as they push through, and my goodness, that is a bulldog down. They're gonna have to save that because Cairo picked himself one up. Harmon will eventually fall. Mochila grabs himself 2.
He just
riding that gravity well.
Man,
doesn't matter.
Oh, I love it.
He's like, oh my goodness.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That very beautiful and they're trying. They are down to 2 on the side of Koalas, but there's a bit of a trap. They have to commit with under a minute left. It looks like ookers, this is where they want to get that spike down. They'll plant it through. Molly to come down, but Screwface dashes through, finds the face of Mina with that shorty.
30 seconds left.
Eventually to fall, and that spike will go down.
Spectre regained. Not impossible for from Ange, excuse me. Looking his direction, has a chance to hit a dink, indeed does. Shuts Trill on half HP. Only 1 star available though. At best, this is a gravity well to try to bring out Trill, and even in that case, there's another person waiting. This seems pretty impossible. But anything can happen.
Yeah, there it is to come out though, and they'll swing out 1. It's Mochila. He is really hot on that Spectre. That's a triple kill for him. Secures the round for ookers. Looking scary for them at the start though.
Oh my god, yeah, losing 2 like that and having to battle back from a 3v5, certainly a little bit terrifying, isn't it? But thanks to some crazy gravity well surfing mechanics from Mochila, he's able to piece together 2, just kind of running and gunning, or I guess surfing and gunning. It looks a little bit goofy, but it does the trick, and I think it's really important that he's the one who farms those ultimate orbs as well, or those ultimate points, because that Hunter's Fury is so lethal, especially on this map.
Especially that they're lethal in general. They're on the attacker side. It feels so secure to have when you're getting that spike down. But Kohler opening kill takes out the doppelganger that is Sev, as the rest of ookers, they're gonna push their way through onto B side here. But Harmon already Odin in hand, grabs himself on Kohler as well with the spike control. Mina to fall and Mochilla down to his lonesome. Can't ride that wave if you can't see anything. Oh, he does have that spike. And he's just gonna play this very slow.
He's spotted too. Yeah, he is just running for dear life.
Oh.
My guess is that he... Okay, never mind. I thought he was going to try to farm the orb. Be cute. He's going to die anyway and get his ult. Yeah,
No,
through the
yeah,
wall.
there it is.
So that round was a bit interesting from ookers, because it started out basically the exact way that they wanted it to. What they did is have two people walk up towards B or towards mid, just as Mochilla was having a dart that hit towards market. But as soon as the alarm bot went out, Kohler decided to peek towards B main and got one. Kohler was, I think, undeniably the hero of that round. Playing contact off of his turret and then off of his alarm bot, he was able to farm two very, very important frags and, I mean, kind of shut it out entirely. Big round for them to lose as well, ookers, because they're going to be stuck on pistols for this next one, Nikki.
Yeah, but we've seen them do some nasty things on save rounds, so I'm not definitely discounting them yet. I'm frenzies in hand. Has to be a little bit troublesome here. But that's another gravity well as Mina tries to push through. Rest of the team pushing their way over, but it's Anderson with the double before finally to fall. It's still a 3v3, but to the rifles of the Koalas, gonna be a little bit tough here unless ookers are able to pick up some of those donor rifles. They will.
They could. I'm surprised they're not pathing around that phantom that's over towards A main. It's like a natural get for them.
Oh.
Spam through Harmon. Trying to do his due diligence with the Yoda. Good shock dart as well. You love the util combos that you're seeing at the moment. Still anybody's round, and that's really surprising for what we saw, you know, as a pretty weak buy.
That is a Hunter's Fury in response. He falls. He dies. Mochilla in hell. Cairo to swing, grabs himself a kill. Now on his lonesome here, has to deal with the two of the Koalas.
Winnable.
Here's those footsteps, not sure where they are. That's a triple kill for him. It's him versus the Odin. Playing time, playing delay. That's a quadra. Cairo on fire. Secures the third round for Team ookers.
Wow. Again, Cairo just coming in so clutch. That's 2 rounds. He has won basically single-handedly, and this one was an eco on top of it. Look at this pre-aim that he does on towards Cairo because it's just the next natural destination. Possibly one of the sickest plays that we have seen all day. And Cairo.
Absolutely.
I mean, think about it though. That just barely, barely puts them together. Trill and Seb close to ultimate orbs here, but their eco is still in a very dire situation. They need to make sure that they win this round at least somewhat confidently.
Yeah, and you have to be scared of having to deal with a Cairo that can just like heal himself, so even if you do some damage, doesn't matter. That's a battle sage forming on the side of ookers here that you kind of have to be wary about. But Screwface, that's the operator now in hand, has to fall back though, not getting that opening shot. Is this the time where Koalas can try to swing things in their favor?
Seems like it. Eventually walking up towards A main, you're gonna see that hit happen. Probably as the dart comes off of cooldown from Mochilla, I would imagine. Looks like it's about there. He has it out.
Joke's over.
Recon dart through.
Run it back is used, trying to burn as much of the utility as he can. Maybe even looking for a kill. Does not find any, but it's all good. That spike now down. Kohler takes out Cairo, and that's a pretty big kill as the rest of Koalas on this push now. They will answer another run it back used as well to try and push things through. That's a flash through the face. Anderson tries to get a kill, doesn't matter. Lockdown now expended. They're trying to aggress through, but and Kohler, they're getting the kills, and Trill to his lonesome to try and protect the spike. Not enough. Kohler, triple kill for him. They will get that defuse and take this to 2.
That was a pretty blistering round though from the Kooky Koalas. It takes the full lockdown there, but once again,
Yeah.
Kohler kind of stood out as an MVP there, at least to me, Nikki.
Absolutely. That was a couple kills, lockdown online,
Well, and just how he
clearing things
peeled as
out.
well. Like, I mean, Mina was really pushing in hard towards Stree, and the fact that he kind of stayed alive, waited for him to go around a corner, and then peeked out, found the kill. And then from thereafter, Cairo was trying to break the door down, find an early pick.
Yeah.
He punishes that. Like, it's not even just the kills that he gets, it's just who he gets it on, really.
Absolutely. I mean, they created that chaos, really throwing ookers in such a frazzle, trying to figure out where everybody's coming from. It works out though. Ange takes that duel, wins it out. That is Mina down for the count as Koalas. They're just gonna keep playing it slow. Screwface finds himself another on the other side of the map. Ookers down to three, and they're looking up very dire here. They haven't even found sight to contest.
Really adaptive setups from Kooky Koalas. It's pretty amazing to watch. How have they already read that this is going to be an A exec? They have 3 people here. How in the world? Ookers? They're still
Oh
nasty with the
my
pistols, though. Oh, Chilla with 2.
God.
Are they ready for the 3rd? No, they aren't. They make it expensive, though.
Very expensive, but Koalas wins it out in the end. They'll tie this up 3-3. Oh my goodness. I think that was very well done by Mochila, just kind of hurting that economy a little bit, but
Yeah,
I mean the ultimate's online.
Oh yeah, that's true as well. Getting close to that lockdown yet again, which is crazy to think, because Kohler basically just had it on the other round. But I think the success in that round from Kooky Koalas is, again, just some of the angles that they feel confident in peeking. Screwface, he's actually just about to go to his last destination. This time would be Kohler trying to get him out for now. Quick push in, Nikki. Already it's beginning.
Oh my god! He just tried to dodge and dash through that Hunter's Fury, but it connects. Cairo riding the wall, picking kills. Was that lockdown in play as well?
3.
And Mina is brought back to the fray as Team Ookers, they are cleaning house, getting that spike in sight control here. And oh my goodness, Koalas, they are down for the count. It's down to Ange against the 4 of the Team Ookers.
3 ultimates used to make this round work from Ookers. Whereas Hunter's Fury as well as the lockdown. But it just kind of goes to show how, I mean, ultimates are meant to be used. Obviously, you don't want to sit on them for too long. But also just how important this round is for them. I'm not quite sure if it breaks the eco of Kooky Koalas or anything like that, but it certainly puts a pretty noticeable dent in them. Ange is going to at least feel justified in holding on to this rifle. Unless there's another ultimate used just for him. And let's take a peek. Yeah, the money, a little bit dodgy, but they're going to be able to afford almost fully here.
Yeah, I mean, it has to feel a little frustrating, I think, Screwface even forced to buy. I'm a little surprised like he's just not going to want to expend, because he lost his operator.
Right.
And that's definitely been something that has been impactful for the Koalas as far as them being able to hold down a site, because they would rotate him out, making sure that, like, hey, we have the operator on hand here, so it's going to make it hard for Team Ookers to try and push through. But right now, Ookers have the the round advantage, and they're gonna make their presence known with that drone that they're flying into A site.
Quick walk up through catwalk. 2 players here from the Kooky Koalas to hold the site down, or at least hold this area down. Excuse me. Trading 1-for-1, blow for blow for now, but Kooky Koalas will eventually take a small lead. That's spiked down for the count as well. Ookers being completely shut out in this next round, it seems, as it's a 2-on-4. Not impossible to win, mind you, but certainly, I said it before, I'll say it again, it's an uphill battle.
That is for sure. Trill tries to see if he can find one more before finally to fall. Andrew the triple, and again, this is just a back and forth. It is now tied 4-4 again, and it's it's such an even equalizing map, I think, for both teams right now.
Right. I mean, it's the perfect map 3, right? It's again a very comfortable territory for both teams, but I just think Kooky Koalas, with some of the setups that they have shown off, they are very adaptive, and again, the reads have been on point. They were fully ready for the tree hit there, having 2 and then later a 3rd player ready to trade out, and Ange winning some really important duels, undeniably the MVP of that round, but I mean, this is just a really good start for Kooky Koalas, everything that you could hope for and a little bit more. Ookers on the back foot once more will have a week bye, and not many amazing chances to get back into this, because especially just looking at the early round positioning, it doesn't inspire confidence. They're waiting for a push, but nothing is coming.
Yeah. They've had some fair success trying to control mid area, but it's definitely been a bit harder for them here as they try to push their way through right now onto B. There's a lot of delay as they have to deal with all of this utility being expended by the side of the Koalas that Mina connects with too. That is a huge double kill for him as they get sight. They'll get that spike down, secure everything with all of their utility, and now Koalas, for this retake, they will expend the lockdown as the run it back, trying to see if they can get something here. No,
that's a huge LD.
Run it back burned. And lockdown, forcing everybody on the backside of the borders. Gravity well as well too. Doesn't matter, Koalas, massive. They are dropping like flies. And Ookers, they will win this even with all of that utility expended for the retake.
That was so worrying though for a second. That lockdown, I was keeping my eyes on it for the whole time. They got out of range, but you saw how Ange actually had a star in towards the back of Boathouse. He concussed at the right moment. It's just, you know, the frags just simply didn't go in their favor. That's a pretty low buy won by Ookers. And my lord, what a round for them to win. Again, it's a swing situation. And Nikki, you touched on it before, and it's still ringing true. This equalizer map has been delivering thus far. Just really strong util usage. And, I mean, let's be honest here. A great fight taken by Mina. That kind of won them the round.
Absolutely. And Screwface, this is their save round. Bladestorm out, finds that kill. They'll ping it out, and Ookers down to 4. They are going to play it a bit slow here. And
how close are they to res? 3 points.
3 points, yeah.
It's not going to happen.
They have the rifle advantage, but there's definitely hesitation for them as far as how they want to play it. They're going to eventually run into each other here on the outskirts of A site. Cairo to swing, finds the kill, even things out as they're going to try and see if they can make their way onto A, but the rotation from the Koalas already slowly happening as they're trying to clear this site.
Really important to know.
That's huge.
Screwface holds close, and if there's a trade possible, they can bring that body back to life. Not necessary. Mina with a quick flick over. Takes out Screwface. That should be the spike down here, Nikki.
Indeed. That's a Sheriff being sprayed through. Anderson has to try and push his way through right now as the rest of his team still trying to rotate over for this retake. No, not yet. We'll get that peek. Finds himself another. That's a double kill right now, and that is a run it back expended, pushing through, flashing through hell, hoping to see if they can find somebody, but it's Harmon that wins out.
Oh my god.
They'll tap that spike, and Sev on his lonesome eventually to fall as Anderson's huge round for him. Triple kill ties this round. This is back-to-back rounds won by a team on a thrifty.
It's just unbelievable.
God, that is nasty just watching this.
It's nothing, you know, it's not something that you can fault the Ookers for whatsoever because, you know, hindsight certainly is 2020, but if Cairo just was a person to plant the spike there, a resurrection onto Mina could have been very much a possibility there. Even kind of negating the fact, you know, that Anderson just kind of went massive, won that round for them with a 3K. Like, it's very small things in Valorant. I don't know, it's unbelievable, just the difference between winning and losing a round, and then just that solo pop-off potential. Anderson once again saves the day for Kooky Koalas. Everything's tied up 5-5.
Exactly, that's a cosmic divide though, going down. trying to see if they can clear
Unreal.
through, but Ange finds himself 2 on the opposite
can
side
you
of the
say?
map. But look at this positioning right now from Mochilla, just doing a little dance by that wall, but that Spike making its way on the other side. He's just gonna be a little bit of a chaos agent on that side of B. But no, Kohler hunts him down, finds him, so that's a little bit of a delay. But it's Anderson again, making sure that any attempt to get that Spike down is gonna be delayed, and Trill, 30 HP, has to deal with the 3 of the Koalas here.
Screwface pushes it.
They read that.
Right,
That's a
yep.
spray through.
He's God. That's Harmon moment.
Someone
That's
check
unreal.
that computer Vanguard. I'm just kidding.
Very,
that was
very
so nasty.
unbelievable. Through the smoke like that. It's a good read and a good finish.
Absolutely.
Kooky Koalas. Are you getting hints of map number 1 yet? Remember, it was tied up 6-6 at the half on split.
Yes.
Theoretically, could happen again.
Look at this, the ping pong. I mean, their economy goes back and forth, their rounds go back and forth, and it's not
Right.
even towards the team that's, hurt money wise. So at this point, honestly, it just comes down to like how they end up playing once they're on site.
It's devil's in the details, I suppose you can say.
There it is. Yep.
LT.
Lockdown. Expended. Flash is used. They are trying to see if A is going to be the battlegrounds for the last round of the half here. Mina already pushing through, has to deal with all of that Killjoy utility, forced to heal up by the generator. Rest of his team, though, make their way onto site.
Kyra needs to stay alive
We've
here.
said it before. Kohler definitely one to watch, even without fragging out, has already done a lot of damage in expending that utility.
Right.
As Anderson finds the opening kill, taking down Mochilla. Screwface as well. With that shorty, Mina and Trill try to keep things even, but Ange finds the head, takes that down, Spike taking away.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, they clean up on both sides, and we're not going to see a tie at the half. This is going to be a 7-5, Ito.
Well-deserved one by that. Excuse me. Kooky Koalas looking beautiful on this third map thus far. A bit of a rejuvenance in form. I mean, who's even to argue that they were even gone in the first place? It was neck and neck for the entire first part of this half here, and it took some miracle plays by players like Cairo in order for them to even get this far. Ookers. It's worrying, right? But I think Kooky Koalas have shown. I mean, really, they've been working on their mental a lot, and it's very noticeable in some of these cases where rounds have looked really, really bad for them. They've still managed to claw themselves back towards victory, and I don't know. They look like the better team right now.
Oh, for sure, but not to discount, like Ookers just yet. They are going to be on the defensive side at this half, so that has to be somewhat of a factor at play here for them to see if
100%.
they can get, swing this momentum a little bit in their favor. And you might not feel so sad coming into this only, 2 rounds down at the half, knowing that you're coming into this on the defense.
Yeah, game is far, far from over. I mean, they forced it to a map 3 in the first place. That means that they're definitely like able to match up. It's just, I've been really pleasantly surprised with how Kooky Koalas have handled a lot of these situations, and I think Ookers have something to prove right now.
Oh, absolutely. And mid-control market is compromised by the side of the Koalas as they want
Look
to
at that
try and
Spike.
see if Spike, though, yeah, it's postured still at middle. It looks like they're looking for a pick. Mina,
Yeah.
he is on the backside here. Maybe they can just the wrong peak, the wrong time, find someone.
They're going to be, I think they should be trying to, oh wow, they're just showing presence literally everywhere. I think it was just the mid-round call right there that they eventually want to finish up towards B. They brought the rotates through, and Ookers are actually ready for this. They're going to need to win some fights.
That they are. Screwface already flying through as Seb will find the first kill on the stack side,
my
but it is
God.
trades going out. 10 seconds left on the clock, and Ookers doing their best to try and slow things down. 7 seconds. Time is ticking. They're going to not have enough time, but Harmon is now looking for the kills. There it is. Triple kill, but no time. And this is ookers taking the first round.
Oh, okay. It's actually really good that he dies there, because otherwise he would have been stuck on a pistol, and that eco would have been pretty shoddy to have. Dude, that is a wild pistol round to start things off here. This round is possible. I want to see them force here, Kooky Koalas. They need their win condition here is if they force up, they need to farm orbs. Otherwise, don't even bother. Because if they farm orbs, that Hunter's Fury behind a drone theoretically could just be a free pick for them. I kind of like the idea of what they have going on here. Kooky Koalas certainly do not count them out. But ookers barely inch at one. That is massive.
Yeah, we see, I mean, we've talked about this time and time again in this map, or I mean, in this series so far. That judge in the hands of Screwface has to be very scary. He's just gonna fly in, destroy your face, and that's what they want to try and do here. They're playing so aggressive here on 2-3. Anderson gets hit so hard, forced to fall back, forced to heal, but it's still all about mid control. And look how far up the rest of ookers are playing in market right now.
Yeah, this is rough. Certainly not what Kooky Koalas need as a win condition. I'm surprised Screwface has invested so much.
Oh!
And yeah, it's all done.
Mochilla judge out of play. 40 seconds on the clock. Koalas, they need to try and get onto a side still, and they're not being able to. Ookers, they have the whole thing on lock.
Clean enough for ookers. Now looking back, you know, it's a little bit strange that they decided to buy up that judge. We'll touch on that a little bit later. This round's still going.
Yeah.
Spike plan is very possible here. But Sev should, yeah, Sev has the win right here. Oh, wait, it's not planted. Oh, or not planted for him.
No. He's hurt bad, gets swung over. That's classic to the face, but it is Trill.
Flippy, I want to see that again.
It out. Oh my goodness. Now we're going to see this. Is this going to be a tie game again?
It is. Certainly close. Let's see that. How the hell? That is disgusting. Honestly,
absolutely.
I thought Ange's crosshair was pretty disgusting, but that shot is even more so. Oh, Lord, that was beautiful. Thank you, Flippy. Classic like that. Sev, I thought for sure was going to have the round-changing angle. And yeah, it is indeed a tied-up game here, Nikki. First round, obviously, for Kooky Koalas to actually bring up those full guns, but, I mean, certainly the ookers have fought tooth and nail to get this far. Let's see how far they can take it.
Yes, and it looks like, I mean, we're seeing a bit more of the standard, like the orb control taking over, happening over on A main, and Killjoy on the flank, on the side of Koalas as they try to hold things through, and they're going to reset a bit here. But look at just how ookers are playing this and how they're set up. They have 1B, so aggressive even into B halls.
Yeah, but they're expecting a mid split here. You heard the Phoenix for the side of ookers. Heard the noise, heard the drop towards mid, is actually backing up into a much more safer position. Good kill. Kohler is able to get the best of Cairo. And thing is, now Mina is going to try to take his position. Not sure if he's been heard, but he's certainly being shot at. That is huge. How does Kohler get both there?
Very huge. Yeah, Kohler was pretty much like on his last breath, still able to take another, still alive even, with barely any life to his name. And Koalas, they're still up 5 as they're going to get that spike down. Ookers, not impossible on this retake. It's a 3v5. They're cleaning up. Sev will grab one. And they're trying to pursue. But look at where Anderson is. We'll find Sev. Hoping to get another. Swings through, and he does. That's a double kill for him. Eventually to fall as Trill, SMG in hand, will try to get that upgrade of a rifle here. They know where he is, and they're going to hold fast, hold strong, making that spike tick away.
It's a bonus after all. All the damage that you can cause is going to be pretty big. So no reason for Trill not to go for it. They should have enough money.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, simple as that, Kooky Koalas. Oh wait, no, they don't even have enough money. What am I saying? I actually, looking back, would it have been better for Cho to save that gun? Seemed like a pretty tough 1v3 to win. Maybe he was worried about a flank or something, but hindsight being 2020, Trill goes for the fight, loses it. He gets at least a point closer to that cosmic divide, but I mean, from the rip, Kohler being able to get 2 from that position, really heads up play to watch for the rotate in from that Phoenix who was sitting in market over towards then B main. Heads up, won them the round.
Exactly. And look at this. The Koalas, they're playing a lot more aggressive right now onto A main, following that drone, already pushing through Screwface. Very much aware where Sev is. And they'll eventually take him down. Anderson grabbing himself a kill as well. And Mochilla on the flank. But it's Kohler here. Swings through, will die. That's a rifle donated. And Mochilla on his own. This is where you save now, right? Or do you still want to make an attempt?
Wouldn't make sense. I mean, it was a save, but a 1v4 is just so nigh impossible. You already have your ultimate. I don't see a reason to go for it. Not like he has a choice, because Screwface is ready. He's so ready. God, Screwface, big round from him as well. Did you see that wild movement that he had, where he like updrafted, fell to the side while he's being shot up by the Glock, or the Classic, excuse me, then dashed back over to the opposite side, then re-swung it and got a kill. It's like, I don't know how you can play against just that unbelievable movement. It's so annoying.
Yeah, Screwface definitely like being, you know, even if the scoreboard doesn't reflect it, he is doing his job. This is the Jet Duelist doing the entry, giving that information, forcing rotations. And you can't ask for anything more because the rest of his team capitalizing on all of that, and it's really working out to their advantage.
Oh, 100%. Never want to be a scoreboard Andy. There's so much that goes into this game. Such as ultimates.
Yep. Those are ultimate expended. That is run it back, but Harmon finds Mochilla with his Hunter's Fury. It's still pretty dead even here, but it is Cairo with that operator in hand. Gets that spike. I mean, they won't have control for it, but it's now man advantage on the side of ookers as they delay any attempt to push onto A site.
This round isn't over, though. Kohler's position could be really nasty. He's going to be holding the line for a little while. Mina spotting through mid. As long as he doesn't get spotted, he should be okay. Now he fires his shot to try to kill the Phoenix. I think the trigger discipline theoretically would have been better there, but again, there's a reason he's playing in this game and not me. It looks like it wants to end up over towards A here, Nikki.
I was thinking the same thing, so I'm on the same boat as you. You know, we'll. That's why we're talking and not playing, as you said. But 30 seconds left on the clock. That is pressure on for the side of the Koalas. A man down, but they need to get onto side. But look at how aggressive Mina is playing through that Astra smoke, eventually to fall. But Spike, that has to be a commitment here. Huge kill, taking out Cairo with that operator. Lockdown now used as well, and it's all up to Sev. Oh, huge kill here.
He's not ready for the player A main, though. He has to,
nope, he is not. He was looking for where that lockdown is. Big kill.
Massive kill. I think he was expecting him to stay on planter. My guess is that maybe they were he was like given info that they were both Gen or something like that, and he just wasn't ready. But either way, it led to his demise. That was a tough ask anyway. You can never count on a clutch to be won. It's an impossible expectation. Big swing round for Kooky Koalas to win, and as a result, not only have they broken the eco of ookers, but I mean, with a very confident chance, a very high chance of winning this round, they're going to be setting themselves up to 11 and on the verge of winning this series as a whole. A bit of a tactical pause. As for timing on it, I'd say ookers probably would have waited till next gun round optimally, but if they feel comfortable doing it with the pistols, why not? Call it now. Stop that momentum.
Exactly. It's not impossible, but you know, that 12-mile hike that we were talking about last map, it's kind of doubled a little bit here. They do have 4 ultimates online, but it's hard to expend all that on your save round. So
Right.
unless, and it's not impossible. We've seen both teams really capitalize on their thrifty rounds. These are still the aim gods with sheriffs on hand, looking
Mm.
for those heads, looking for those kills. So definitely not discounting them yet. So when, or if you're the koalas, you're looking for those long range fights. You're looking to maybe play a little bit of time here and try and see if you can force those angles out from the team ookers. But that's going to be the frustrating part, is that you're playing against them on the defense. And look, like they're even kind of debating here. Like you're seeing that SMG come out from Mina, and that can be very impactful still.
Hmm. They're debating it. Hero rifles or hero specters don't seem like exactly the worst idea in the world. I'm starting to think this is actually technical pause. This has been a very long tactical. That would make a little bit more sense on the timing of it. I'm like,
True.
why on your eco? But no, it is a tactical. We've actually just been relayed. Wow, really? They are really thinking things out here. Oh, okay. It was a P pause. Makes more sense. It was a P pause. Makes more sense.
P-pause.
Yeah, actually, it's funny though. There's a lot of teams that talk about like, oh yeah, during tactical pauses, it's literally just a bathroom break pause. So I mean, I guess that makes a lot more sense when it comes on a round like this, where stakes are high, but the chances of winning, expectations are pretty low. I don't know. I mean, like you said, this is. I mean, this is definitely like one of the situations where, yeah, it's not a very advantageous buy, but it's just. Oh my God. Someone went to go poo. Okay, that is wonderful. We are really learning a lot about biological functions. Let's just go ahead and toss it to the bracket for now. There are some updates
Yes.
on the other games that are going on here. Sonics versus Teal Team in the semifinals. God, I want to watch that match so badly.
Yeah. So it'll be Aya. Per our voice of God here, it'll be on the B stream. And I mean, Sonics, they're looking mighty fine so far
Right.
in this tournament. And TL team, they are up against the god almost here, and that's gonna be a matchup to watch. Meanwhile, Take Flight looks like they've advanced as well, just waiting on the results of this matchup right here. I'm sure they are keeping a close eye on how these two teams are going to be playing it out. But I don't know.
All right. Yeah, I
Should
mean,
be exciting.
Sonics have only lost a combined 21 rounds this entire tournament. That's across 6 maps, which is pretty ludicrous. They've had 3 13-0s so far. This is unbelievable.
My.
Yeah. One against Resonate, actually, in that quarterfinals match. And, yeah, I was very wrong on my estimate that it was going to be the game to watch. I thought Resonate was going to put up a little bit more of a challenge, but it took until the second map. Anyway, back into the midst of action here, Nikki. Curious on your thoughts as you immediately see Kooky Koalas kind of shying away from the A site. How is Mochila here?
I mean,
how did he get here?
do we like this? I mean, look at how aggressive, though, that they're playing on 2B. And even in short, Mochila just sitting on the opposite side of Sabrosa, trying to see if they can do something sheriff spam as well. But that turret gives a bit of information that, hey, there are some koalas here. Cosmic Divide expended to try and push through. Screwface up in the air.
Dude. I hate that guy.
Freaking Judge Shower dropping in.
Judge
oh my
Duty.
God, that's a package delivered. Judge Judy. Mina with that Spectre, though, will find one before getting punished by Anderson. Spike already taken. It's 3v3 here, but that is 3 ultimates on the side of ookers if they choose to contest this plan.
I mean, not a really big reason not to at the very least, go for exits. Now, Cosmic Divide, I don't know about that one, Chief, but...
Oh... Anderson to swing, grabs himself one. Cosmic Divide on the backside. Screwface, though, that's Judge.
Oh, that's
has to turn away. That is a crazy timing. Tries to smoke out the turret, and then Polar will frag out, though.
He's just so good.
And they will take this to 11.
He can't keep getting away with it, man. Kohler is just an absolute superstar, man. It is just wonderful to watch. Ookers, they juiced out basically every single possible outcome from that round. Getting it into 2v1 when you entered that round with a pretty shoddy buy and only falling at the very last moment to Kohler, that is not something you should be ashamed of. It sucks to lose that round, right? Still, you're up against 11, but my god, did they make that one really competitive. We enter this next one with full guns in either player or in every player's hands. But outlook, not very good for Ookers right now.
Yeah, but the dream is not dead, and it just kind of comes down to maybe a little bit of some micro adjustments on the way that they're setting things up, because they always come into the retake, almost always, I would say, at a man or two disadvantage, and that has to be rough. If you're giving up sight, then nobody should be dying, and you should be able to have those retakes like as a team. But the crosshairs of the koalas are just attached to their heads right now, and that has to be frustrating.
This setup in tree is so cool. I'll touch on it a little bit later, but they just are leaving themselves so open here, Ookers. They can't really continue to fight this for too much longer unless they wait out the util. Exactly what they do, sure, but now you're going to need to worry about A main.
Exactly. That's an aggression operator too. But Anderson jumping through. Cairo will take that down, but there's our trades and 30 seconds left, as the lady says, but that is a 3v3 on this retake, so still pretty even, but that is the operator in the hands of Screwface. They have lockdown to play with as well. That's what they're going to do here.
Set it a little bit lower, no Hunter's Fury to counteract it. Molly towards close to make sure that no one's sitting by the door. That allows him to start going through Mina path towards side. There's a player in back gen. Double shock darts to take out the lockdown too. And if Ange wins this, it's going to be highway robbery. He's so close to pulling it off, and he does it! 1v3 to go up to 12. Ange is a monster.
Oh my god. I cannot... It was looking so good for the retake on the side of Ookers, and that lockdown being destroyed by those shock darts though, oh my god.
That is
really
huge.
Bought time for Ange, honestly, to allow him to just destroy them one by one as they try to come in.
Yeah, Harmon low-key MVP for that round, dude. Unreal.
My goodness, that is match point now for the koalas, and when you're Ookers, trying to breathe a little bit of life into your game right here, and what do they need to change? What do they need to adjust? It's going to be a bit rough here as A main, that's going to be contested, forces that wall out, they'll get tagged, they'll shoot it down. Look how aggressive Screwface is already playing.
This is amazing. So much control that they can just sit on. Where's that runner back? That's over towards B main. Interesting. They're going to get a lot of info from this. But you hear that turret firing off, that's going to be information that is relayed from Kohler, excuse me. Interesting how that changes. I mean, are they just going to finish up towards B here? It's as simple as that?
I wonder, did they think that that information might have forced out like a rotation on the side of Koalas? But look, they have stood their ground with how they're playing. And Anderson gonna start things off with the run it back of his own here. 30 seconds left on the clock. They're gonna push their way through. Anderson hoping to find one. And he will resets himself back with his run it back. Mochilla on the backside will get those kills. Ookers down to 2. Trying to stay alive in this game. Trill getting those kills. Spike in their control right now. 10 seconds left on the clock. Anderson forced to push through. Will get that kill, but to fall. No time left, and it's
time.
They're gonna take this.
Wait, are they? Oh, 7. Whew. 7 is amazing. 7 is amazing. Oh yeah, big kill to find there. He did the dance of the dead. Whew. All right. That is a breath of fresh air, right? I don't think Ookers, I mean, what are they going to be thinking? They got it down to 1v1 and just barely kind of inched it out, but I don't know how they're feeling right now. What must be running through their mind is complete and utter question to me. They have to buy up every single round here, but the buy is pretty lackluster to say the least here, Nikki.
Indeed, and I mean that was kind of just like an advantage from the hold, as the time honestly was just working out in their favor, really, for ookers. But that's a
the
lockdown
lineups?
expended on the side of B. Anderson finds the opening kill as well onto Mina.
Oh no, but this is
Has
terrible
to deal
though.
with so many, but they will fall. Anderson now with a double. Koalas, they are looking to take this all the way. Cosmic Divide is used to try and block any line of sight as they're going to get that spike down. Cairo will bring Trill back, try and even things out a bit, but it's still a 3v5 on this retake as that spike is ticking.
It looks so bad for ookers.
Oh,
Nikki, I'm not sure what they can do here behind the shock dart.
no.
There will be a
Carmen
Hunter's Review.
will even find one. Screwface aggresses through, but it doesn't matter. That spike taking away, it's a 1v4 here, and they're just gonna force Trill through. You have to know that this has to be the end of their life in this matchup.
End of the line
He
here in the
grabs
Knight's
himself
Gauntlet.
one.
There
There
it
it is.